Welcome to Kiwis and Dragons, a D&D adventure from Aotearoa, New Zealand, the home of hobbits. Our intrepid party of adventurers consists of Duncan Daynut, a fighter with a heart of gold and a brain of turnip.
Grandma Daynut used to say, it's better to finish trouble than to start it.
Undra Vermis, a drow necromancer with a fascination of death and a mystery to solve.
I put device in device.
Nice, exactly. Tish Dusklight, a gnome bard that sings like an angel and talks like a mugger in a dark alley.
Would you raise me up? Would you help me down? Can you get me right out of this God-created town? Take me places I've never known. Plan D can do that. Oh, Plan D can do that. Thanks, Meatloaf.
Oh yeah, Plan D.
And Skjold Gunvardsen, a war cleric who lets his hammer do most of the talking.
Du gör det du får, det finns inget mer. You do that, you get, there is no more.
Like that pixie.
Yeah.
No, I still got a little bit of him on me.
A pixie in the hand is worth two in the bush. Oh.
Welcome.
Well, you join our group as they are currently paddling themselves across a blue expanse of water in a beautifully created octoboat, driven by the power of Undra.
Very elegantly.
Yes. Having just left the small island where they were abandoned by the pixies, who they had kind of made a deal with to help them cross the lake that crosses or spans the world here in the land of Rowan, and then with Skjold taking it upon himself to squash one of the pixies when things didn't quite go the way it should have done.
To rescue my comrade in arm.
Absolutely. Needless to say, you've basically stuffed everyone, and you're now having to make your way precariously across a kilometre of lake where there are things that want to eat all of you a number of times. And so far so good. Tish, can you just roll a d20, please? I just want to see how the boat's holding up with having been in the water for 10 seconds.
Can I add anything to that? Did you say with advantage? Because this has never had an octoboat before.
Oh, did you say that you were going to roll with advantage because you're going to use your greenstone?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, it's like you guys know everything. You're so wise. Yep, so I think I've got Skjold's dice. 4.
Okay, cool. Yep, okay, there's a little bit of water in the bottom, but you're pretty sure that was there when you got in.
Yeah.
So, okay, good to know. It's going well. And then you're just kind of like cruising along and you're going as fast as you can. Can I have a...
Here, Tish, grab my helmet and use it to...
Whoa, friend. Whoa.
Can you write that one down and...
and use it to bail the water out of the boat is what I was going to say. You lot are just filthy.
Wow.
Yep. Bailing away. Helmet in hand.
Multitasking.
When in Rome. I don't know how this is going to help, though. How far into this episode are we? And it's all gone.
4 minutes.
That's a record.
Can I get Duncan and Skjold to make strength checks, please, in your paddling efforts?
15.
15.
10.
Can you make a strength check, Undra? Let's say with advantage as you're swimming along and pulling the octoboat.
I don't think I can reach his helmet from here.
I've got it covered. Oh, sheesh.
Yeah, remind me, I don't have anything there. Oh, that's an 11.
Okay, no, that's fine. Okay, you're making steady progress. It's not super fast, but it's steady. And then in your kind of your boat, your octoboat, you can see that you're making ground. The distance behind you is kind of getting larger from the island. A bird flies past and just glides, and just kind of hovering almost, and then kind of flighting off. A couple of fish over in the distance jump out and kind of like do a silly salmon and land on their side into the water.
Don't distract her, because she's got to concentrate.
Yeah, no, but you're going forward. Yeah, you're bailing away, Tish. You're trying to get the water out of the boat. It's like, as much as you're bailing, it's not going down. It's kind of holding a bit of a level here with your bailing efforts. So it's all good.
Trying.
Keep it up, Tish.
No, we're doing good. It's all going well. But just keep paddling, shoulder.
Yeah,
Keep
I
paddling.
am. Yes. I don't have this. I don't have my shirt to like distract my movement, so it's all good.
I rolled a 2, just so you all know.
Cool. Good, that's a lovely number.
It is.
6 months in a leaky boat. Lucky just
Can I
to
get
keep
a? You're I'm going to say you're busy. Can I get a? You're busy, Tish.
Yeah, I'm busy.
You're quite focused and a
Yep.
little bit worried. There's sweat on your brow
Yep.
from like exertion and panic. Can I get a perception from you two, please?
It's a 22.
Yeah, I've got a 22 as well.
Okay, so as you're both paddling, there is something off the back of the octoboat. There's a dark shape underwater, and you can kind of see this this kind of array of kind of almost metallic shining colours, greens and turquoises, a hint of blue, from this strange-looking thing that is following you. Maybe
Tish,
about 10 feet
Or,
behind the boat.
I think it'd be better if you like started bailing instead of playing do-do, 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 do-do on your lute. I think you'd be better just doing the bailing.
Yep. I've got it. Bailing. And
And you're moving forward, and
yeah.
it looks like a hard kind of carapace, like ridged and like somewhat like an ecoskeleton, but like not. Just slowly starts to rise and crest the water, and then sinks back down. And then as you kind of move along, it's tracking pace and another foot, and it just kind of comes up again and sinks back down.
Seriously, if I thunderwaved right now, wouldn't we get there a lot faster? Just saying.
Oh, it's your call. You know, you're the
think we
expert
will.
with
How far
magic.
away are we
Dead or
here?
alive.
Gorgeous DM person from the shoreline.
You say you've made about 100 meters right now. So 1/10 of the way there.
It's all going well, I think.
Lovely day out on the boat seas. Dear welcome.
It's fair to say the
Absolutely.
two of you are kind of keeping an eye on this thing behind you, as again.
Or I just let Tish, there's something following us. I don't want to worry you. But it's
Oh, awesome. Maybe that's what touched my toes.
Okay. The fourth time you watch this thing crest, it comes up higher than it has, and maybe 3 or 4 feet out of the water. This thin-nosed, narrow-looking creature just kind of comes out of the water, and then as it does, its narrow body, which isn't very long, but it seems that it's quite kind of high, that's the best way to describe it, and in these kind of blues and greens, looks down, and as its snout, or what looks like its snout, drops into the water, it does remind you a little bit of a horse, and it just drops away again.
Oh, cool. I'll behave if you capture it and get it to glide us in.
Yeah, it's not a person, which is a shame.
Oh, do you reckon we could ask it nicely?
I'm paddling, it's your call, Tish.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, do I have anything cool? I also can only hold people.
Yeah.
Things.
All the while you're continuing to move and
Yeah,
paddle.
paddle,
The two of you
paddle.
are paddling and paddling. You're still bailing?
Yeah, because he said that I had to while I think about myself. How do you catch a seahorse? Oh, this could tip us over. I'm not going to ask you because you're like swimming like a fast
I'm
thing.
concentrating.
Rises up again out of the water, about the same height, and just disappears back down.
Does anybody wave and acknowledge it with happiness?
Do I recognise it if I like glance over my shoulder what it is?
It looks a little bit like a horse, but it doesn't at the same time. Like, in all honesty, would have Duncan have seen a seahorse or something similar in his whole life?
No.
So you're quite. It's a weird world you're in right now.
Oh, okay.
Six-legged horses and green deers and who knows what this is.
No.
Right now, it's not trying to eat you. It's good sign.
It looks friendly, Tish. Let's just keep going.
That sounds fair.
Don't do anything to annoy it.
No.
Could you lot jump onto it?
Oh, I think that'd be a terrible move. We've got this fantastic boat that we're riding. I think we should stick with the
Dragging
plan.
me back.
Can I ask a weird question about the spell enhance ability and specifically bull strength and how that could help us?
What?
Just because I felt like it.
You've got a spell called Bull Strength.
I've got enhance ability. Specifically, I could go bull strength, which has a carrying capacity doubles, but would that come across as being able to push water out of the way
it might
twice as
do,
fast?
mightn't it? Can you cast that on us, or is that on yourself?
No, I could cast it wherever I feel like it, I think, because I'm cool.
So if you cast it, the person you cast it on has advantage on strength checks.
Only, so it's useless.
No, but we're doing strength checks for our paddling to see how fast
Yeah.
we're going, so I think that'll be good.
And because if I went to say it was 3rd level spell, I could cast it on additional creatures. So I could
You can do me and Shoal. Tightly
having a
sex
moment
parchment.
where I may have read my card earlier and think I know what I'm doing. Am I?
You bang on.
Oh, he's such a pretty man. Such an attractive, nice
So
boy.
You
How
cast
do
it
I
at
do
3rd
that?
level, you can cast it on 2 creatures. And
Yes.
you have to be able to touch them, so they've got to be in
I
range.
can't touch it. I can touch them. We're all in an octoboat.
You are.
Yeah. In a friendly way, I
Yeah.
can touch them on the shoulder and cast the spell, kapow.
Okay. It's a concentration spell. It lasts for an hour, but you two now both have.
We're all concentrating.
As you kind of feel your kind of strength just kind of come flooding back. You didn't realise it's starting to get a bit tiring, and you just this kind of this burst of energy, and suddenly it's just easier to paddle.
Nice.
Oh,
Picking the boat up,
excellent.
and you've got rhythm, and Tish is there murmuring in her back, bailing away. Can I just get a constitution check from you, please? Tish?
Oh, neato. That's big one plus that one.
Constitution or strength, either one.
Which one's bigger? Hold on, I'm just looking. Where's? Oh yeah, no. Let's go Constitution because that's what I don't know. Oh, that's 12. What? That's 10 and a 2 is 12.
No, that's
without
fine.
even using my fingers.
Awesome. You're bailing. It's just getting a little bit more harder work, but you've kind of got this. And you're bailing away. You cast the spell. Keep digging the water out with your bucket. Awesome. The creature that has been following you slowly just loses interest and disappears and moves off.
Oh,
Left to your own devices.
good choice not
you-
to thunder wave it.
You make
because it was
good
pretty.
time, and probably up to a good quarter of the way now. So 250 meters, 300 meters. Getting there. Can I get another strength check from you three?
But we've got advantage because we're super strong now.
So
Yeah.
athletics, if it's better for you.
Do we still get advantage on it?
Yep, that's fine.
What about performance?
25 for Duncan.
15 for me.
You right, baby?
We're going to go to circle.
You can do dexterity.
Oh, okay.
Because it's go that kind of motion of
16.
swimming. There we go. What did you two get?
15 and 25.
25.
No, you actually start making ground. You actually feel like you're going a little bit quicker, and you kind of got a good kind of clip, and the octoboat's going. You're bailing, but you kind of, in your own knowledge, the water is getting higher. It doesn't matter. You're bailing now,
Oh,
but the water's now up to where you're standing in the boat. And it's probably a good 3 or 4
Ankles.
inches. Good ankles, kind of up to shins.
no. Oh.
These two seem like they're so entrenched in the paddling that it's fine.
Do you think we should put a hole in the boat so it drains out?
No, I've got this. It's all right. Keep it. You just pedal, buddy.
Can I have
Okay.
someone roll a d8, please?
All right, remind me what that looks like.
Undra's going to
Oh,
do
look,
it.
she's going for it.
I lost it.
100. That's
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah, no, good. Like this. 100, you can roll it.
5.
As you're swimming up the front and you're pulling and you kind of it's getting tiring, but you got this in your kind of strange aquatic form. A strange little creature kind of is swimming beside you. You don't realise it's kind of this strange shell, grey with kind of will look like ribbons of silver across it, a long kind of leathery looking neck, and 4 will look like flippers or fins coming out where they should be legs, and the creature just kind of maintains pace with you, and just kind of looks. It's like it's engaging you, looking at you. There's an intelligence about the creature. It's clearly a cool looking turtle. But yeah.
I'm enjoying its companionship and its support, egging me along on my way.
And later, maybe we can make it into a soup.
I hear they're delicious.
It does. It just kind
I
of
do not start thinking about that.
as you kind of keep going easily past the 500-meter mark. Now you're halfway there. The turtle just kind of veers off and goes off in its own direction, doing its own thing. Another strength check and a
Oh, we're on fire now.
dexterity check from you.
Oh, that was a natural one. Let's try the
And
other
can I
one.
get a constitution from you as you're starting to get tired?
I'm tired. It'll be
Says
all right.
18 on the strength check.
24.
12.
Oh, for God's sake, 7.
Okay. So you're going faster, but the speed is having it's making you go faster, but it's also there's this kind of chop and a little bit of slop that's coming into Octoboat, and that's not helping you. So you're having to bail a bit quicker, and you're getting a bit tired, and you kind of sometimes you're throwing the water up and it's hitting the side of the Octoboat, coming back in, and now we're kind of looking about knee height for the water, and you guys are starting to notice this as well. It looks like
Halfway.
the craftsmanship of the boat is struggling right now.
What
Can
are
you
you
cut
saying
it
about
free and
Tish's artificing skills?
Very good. It's bloody good that it's got you halfway, to be honest. You go through the next kind of quarter and just kind of head down and double down in your efforts. You're within kind of good swimming distance now. You kind of feel that if you were to all go tits up, under it, you're like, I could cut my losses and get there easy, no problem. You keep going, keep going. Can I get another strength check, one more dex and one more constitution from you? And can I get you with disadvantage now, Tish?
What's that mean? Just throw it once and pray?
Throw it twice and take the
Take the
lesser.
lowest
Oh,
one.
that's not fun. No. Hold on. 9 and 2 is 11, so that's okay. 11.
Okay.
16 on my strength check. I'm tiring a little bit now. I
Yeah,
have to be
14
honest.
on
What's the
mine.
discussion going on in the...
22 for
yeah.
me.
Oh, you found some beans right now. So what's
Yeah.
the discussion going on in Octoboat right now?
Well, this has worked substantially better than I thought it was
Yeah.
going to, so I'm very pleased with this. I think
Yes.
it's all going well.
I bet-
We're nearly there, eh?
Yeah, and I'm doing lots of like soul searching, and I know that I can cast water walking if we need to go back.
You can.
Yes, but it's a ritual, and I need to prepare it, and
Oh,
I need to
Tell us
pray a
this.
little bit.
Now,
Oh.
after
Oh,
we've
we're
got
not-
off an island.
yeah.
No, but I'm in communing with my inner self about it.
Gugum.
Yes.
Awesome.
But also like I couldn't have done it today because
Oh.
No.
Oh, that long to prepare.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
thinking
like-
about going.
yeah, then when we go back in a couple of days, then
Oh.
I'll have time to
Oh, I
sort
see.
it
Oh.
out. Yeah.
I think there
Cool
was.
beans.
Didn't someone say we could get back from the temple anyway?
Yeah,
I think.
but
Yeah.
they might. I don't know. There might be some like sidetracks in that plan. Who knows what's happening in this weird world?
Oh, that's true. You might kill something else that was
So
helping us and
wise.
like stuff us up.
He wasn't helping us though. Like I had no problems with others, but when Haystart had mouthing off and making octopus fly, then and attacking one of you, I would have done the same for you Duncan.
You would have grabbed me and squashed me.
Yeah. I would have helped you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that would have been handy
See
to know
that, yeah.
earlier.
Okay.
I was multitasking.
Well, anyway, I think our morale is very high, and
Yeah.
we'll just keep paddling because I can see the shore now.
Yeah.
We do need to hurry, guys. It's up to my kneesies.
Uh,
Oh, well,
But your knees aren't very
that's
high.
not too high.
Does
yeah,
anybody
no.
have mage hand? Can that help scoop?
Oh, you got to concentrate on your thing.
I have
haven't
to
you?
concentrate.
Swimming.
Anybody else got it?
No, it's not in my spell book, Mage Hand.
Can I get one more D8 rolled by one of you, please?
If only you had your magic
Nah, not
leaf
you,
with you.
not you.
Not me.
Oh,
Not
well,
you.
luckily.
You
Okay.
concentrate, you.
One of you
an
three,
8.
roll a D8.
I think it'd be Scholz too, because he got us
Yeah.
in this mess in the first place.
Yeah.
Oh, but
walk
you know
on
me.
water.
I'm feeling a bit picked upon. 7.
Oh.
I don't know if it's good or bad.
Well, it could have been an 8.
I would have rolled a 2.
Yeah. It's probably a high roll is probably better for us.
Like, so when you...
I
yeah.
don't believe he agrees.
Like, morale is high. Yay!
You're making you're there. Like, you're 50 meters, 30. Like, you could actually swim from here. And then
Nice.
a bit of a tug. You feel a kind of a lurch.
Dish, stop that.
Sorry.
And you see this thing, this big thing, just swimming, and you see these little legs kind of pushing backwards as this kind of 10-foot long or wide creature with massive, long, kind of clacking claws just swims backwards in the water just beneath the surface. And as you start paddling again, and you realise that one of these claws comes out and just grabs hold of one of the tentacles and just tugs the boat back and then starts to bring it down as the edge of the octoboat just slowly starts to hit the surface of the water, and water starts to come on in over the top, now knee high, now like waist high, almost to the point where it's going to fill up. And then the boat is let go and it rights itself again. And then another claw, same claw again, grabs another tentacle, and then the boat stops.
Should be abandoned boat.
No,
Cut me free.
do your thunder wave now, Tish.
Yeah, can I? You're freaking me out, man.
Do you want to? Yeah, as you lean over to.
How far away were you?
So you're looking over the back of the.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So as you look over the back of the octoboat, can you just roll initiative, please?
Yeah, sure. Totes. I don't know what that means. So just... Oh, it's that one.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've invented a new thing, Octoboat. I think everyone's going to want one of these
19.
soon.
Yeah.
You get to go first as the kind of the crab looks
Cool.
around and suddenly takes interest in the little thing peering over the back of this octopus.
Your behaviour has led us here.
His big giant crab claw goes to move, but what do you want to do?
I want to cry. How far away from the edge?
Oh, you're probably 30 meters from the shore now. So.
Oh, I've
whatever it
had
is.
enough of these animals, and this one doesn't seem very nice, and I wish to thunder wave it. Good luck, everybody.
We're going to like surf in, we're going to
Yeah, that
ride
was
it
my
in.
goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, just let's crack that one, Nigel.
Rolled a 4, so it's going to
So if I'm throwing it,
Yep. How does it look?
it looks awesome, bro. And it'll hit where I throw it, right? So 15 over there.
Yeah, obviously on the crab.
Yeah,
The giant crab.
yeah.
You don't want to miss that.
No, so I'm hitting the giant crabs because nobody likes that, and I'm gonna roll something. Are you rolling first?
I rolled a saving throw and he failed miserably, so that means he takes full damage and gets pushed back. So roll your damage.
Okay, 2d8. And is that right? I was
Just
checking.
2d8, 2d10.
Yeah, I should have put my girl glasses on, guys.
You should have.
And I'm just doing this.
2d8.
Should I be doing this at like level 2? Because my last thing was level 3. I get confused by the levels because it's very confusing.
Because you haven't said, do fund
Just,
away.
I'll
just do
just
it,
do
do
it.
it at the basic level.
Oh, these are mine?
Yes.
And I'm going to throw them?
I got them all ready for you to
Thanks,
save that
man.
confusion.
Oh, that's lots of numbers. Do I add them together, boss? I should know that. It's 8 and a 5. It's 13.
13.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
yeah.
As,
What happens?
You tell me.
So I smash out my thunder wave at the crab as all of my friends lean in the opposite direction towards the shore because they are wise friends, and it smashes down upon the crab and does a big damage and also pushes us away from it with a lovely wave, and we ride safely to shore as the crab sizzles and dies sadly. Does that sound close to where you were going, Dave?
That sounded exactly like what happened to me.
Yeah, and there was a noise of the cracking of the shell and everything.
It's like so this thunderous
hate
boom as
crab.
you kind of bring your hands together and in this kind of like shimmer of energy just pushes the crab back. You hear this crack as one of the giant claws is ripped from the torso and just happens to land in. It flies at a weird angle over you. Duncan, make a dexterity check, please.
12.
No, you miss it. Just out of reach, giant crab. You see, like, that's going to be so tasty. Never mind.
And that would have been cool for the
and
puppet
then-
show
and then
after.
suddenly-
Oh.
Sorry.
Clickety
The
clackety.
movement that hits the two of you. Can I just get a dexterity saving throw from just you two, just for fun? Because you're kind of holding on.
Just
Yeah.
for fun.
Yeah, for your fun, not
Oh yeah,
ours.
this is going to be lots of fun for
I
everybody.
say, I'd say because she told you can have it with advantage because you knew she was going to cast
Yeah,
thunder.
I
from the way.
warned
So
you.
you kind of started holding on to.
Yeah, we're
That's
gonna,
lucky.
Yeah,
Like-
that was a 1.
You
I got 2.
Oh no.
Oh, okay, 13. That's way better. Also dexterity.
11 for me.
What's your
So
DC?
for-
I'm going to base this off your DC, Tish. What's your DC?
Spell save DC, it'll be on somewhere.
Up there.
Oh yeah, I had it because it's secret. 13. 13.
What'd you get?
Yeah, 14.
14.
11.
Oh, whoopsie. You're
So
fine.
you kind of hold on, and the wind just kind of, and this sudden burst of kind of movement. Suddenly the boat overtakes you somehow as you're like, whipped around and a drag behind it. Duncan, you're just like woohoo in the sea, and just like as you see it, just like flying off. The boat actually beaches. It was like 10 feet up the shingle as you two kind of fall out, and water just washes over you that have been in the boat. And look back, and you see Duncan like swimming into shore.
Wilson.
Can I,
Unaffected by anything.
can I
So-
grab that crab claw on my way past? Right.
And you make it safely to shore.
Oh, that was lucky, eh?
Oh, I like ground.
Yeah.
Ground is my
Yeah.
favorite.
That was freaky. Did you see that? It was yucky.
Yeah.
Crusty even.
They shouldn't be that big.
No.
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 That worked a lot better than I thought it was going to, I have to be honest. I was just
Same.
like putting a brave face onto it, but I thought we were all going to drown horribly. Right.
Well, we trust you, Duncan.
Oh, well, bigger for you, to be honest. Right, let's. Can we make we just go a little bit inland,
Okay.
and is there somewhere we can make a little camp?
Because we need a cup of tea and a
Yeah,
pie.
there's plenty of it's not on the map, but there's plenty of the kind of crops of shrubs and trees and little outcrops, and make a survival check.
18.
11.
Oh,
11.
What do you add to it?
Your survival skill, which is in your little skills down the side there.
So that bottom one there.
Oh, neat.
We'll go with Duncan, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take long.
That's what
You
we're
walk
talking
maybe
about.
for 45 minutes or so, and you see a kind of what looks like a pretty neat little space. A couple of trees for some shelter. Yeah, there's a little bit of kind of wood around from branches that, if you wish to set a fire, you can do. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Have we seen that great big giant bird again?
You've been concentrating on other things
Yeah.
for the last kind of maybe hour, but you make a perception check.
Yeah, because are we safe where we is?
21.
You don't see it. No.
No. Okay, I think we should make camp because we're all a bit wet and knackered after that, and just like have a nice crab supper, and then maybe set off again in the morning.
It would be very nice. I'm very tired.
You did a lot of swimming there, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, well done, you.
Yeah, you need to
Oh,
go to
you're very
massage.
welcome. Get in.
Okay. So is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I think we'll camp down for the night and start afresh in the morning. I think that'll be a grand idea.
Yep. So you set your relative kind of watch for the evening. I
Yeah,
suppose?
we'll keep watch.
And through the course of the evening, you have a great feed. The crab meat's sweet and kind of meaty and delicious, and you get your fill. And there's even a little bit left when you finish, and possibly eat any more. You take your turns at watch and rest and wake up. What you believe is the next day, but who knows here? Can't really tell.
Because it doesn't really get dark, does it?
No, the kind of shadows come in, but it's hard to tell. But you're tired at the very most, so you kind of take this opportunity to just rest and recuperate.
Cool.
And wake up at a point where you're energized. Hit points back if you took any damage. Spell slots are back.
And think of nice things. Hold your little green stones today, guys.
Oh,
Bit
yeah.
of
Let's
inspiration
give our
upon
stones a
you.
little rub.
Yeah, rub them up.
Okay.
You roll the d20 then.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, you seem to be in charge of that. Oh,
That's
yes.
a natural 20, boys and girls.
They feel particularly warm this morning.
Is that like double inspiration?
Yeah.
No.
One can only try.
I might be nicer to you today.
Fair enough.
Right.
As you break camp, the instructions that Manute gave to you on the journeys, you can clearly you turn around and backs to the lake. The ranges that are directly in front of you just kind of rise up, but you can spot more hills and even a larger mountain over the far kind of left-hand side of your journey. What seems to be part of a second range just after this one. Knowing that that's your direction, you start making your way across land. Now, the journey here will take you about kind of three hours in total, so maybe 2 hours from this point to get to the first set of ranges. You find a relatively easily path over these ranges. They're kind of more low-lying, rolling hills. And as you're making your way, you see there's a kind of a bit of a thunder or a noise in the ground, in the terra firma, and off in the distance, it looks like a herd of horses, six-legged creatures, though, just kind of thundering off into the distance and kind of moving around the hills on their own speed. You make your way out of this particular set of ranges, and there are a number of kind of look like forests and woodlands stretching in the lower lands before you get to those higher ridges just past.
We've got to look for something about 2 rearing horses. So we're going to keep an eye out for that. Stone statues of 2 rearing horses or something.
Yeah. And the great waterfall.
The horse stones by the waterfall. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Now, can I get a
Crack in the wall.
survival check from whoever's leading the
It's not me.
group?
Oh, I'll do that because I've done so swimmingly so far.
And if someone would like to help, then you can, but he will get to roll with advantage.
Yeah,
So-
like I will help.
So,
Well, that's
yeah,
good. That was a
so-
3. So I'll just run that by Scold. I think we should go that way, but I'll just get your point of view on that, Scold. Well, that was a 10. So that's 11.
Okay, no, that's fine. It's fine for this. So you pick a relatively easy point between here and here. So you make your way across land, and you can find an easy point there. Whilst you're leading the group through that particular point, can I get a perception check from everybody, please?
Uh, 13.
Rolled off.
Perception.
8,
That one.
1, 3, 11.
11.
Oh, for God's sake. 7.
21.
Everyone seems to be head down, kind of going for the ledge, Duncan, and you look up. There is, on the right-hand side, as you're going through this kind of pass, what seems to be a relatively high point, high peak. You get the impression it would maybe add a couple of hours onto your journey, but the vantage point that it will give you would be quite substantial. do with that with what you like.
So there's a path up to a high point, are you saying? Give us a good view.
Yeah, it's not a well-tracked path, but you believe you can get up there. But it'll definitely add a couple of hours onto your journey.
Right, so we got two options. We could go straight on here, or we could go up to that peak to get a good lay of the land. I mean, that will take us another 3 hours, but we're not really like pushed for time, are
Yeah,
we?
we're not in a hurry.
We're
like,
not in a rush,
running
are
away.
we? So,
No, we're on a quest, and the more information we've got, the better it is.
yeah. Of course, it might be like there's a giant like bird nest up there that, you know, that's going to kill us all, and the DM is just being really like tricking us. But
Or
you
it
know,
might be
he's
like,
not that cruel, so he wouldn't do that. So let's go up there.
Well, it might be a bird nest that's got giant eggs, so we can make an omelette.
Oh, we could make an omelette.
Yeah.
Yeah, a crab omelette because we've got a bit left over.
Yeah.
That'd be lovely.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So should we all take that path then?
Sure.
Go on.
Okay.
Let's go up there then.
The pathway up here is loose shingle, and it's quite hard to get a good footing. It's sometimes slippery and sometimes particularly steep, and it's quite taxing. You get almost to the top, but can I just get everyone to roll a Constitution saving throw, please? The DC is just 10. But it's quite a taxing journey at the moment.
15.
15.
Uh, 15.
20 something.
Yep, no, that's fine. So, well, it should be, yeah, like you kind of soldier on and you're quite fresh, so you've got plenty of endurance here. You get to this small plateau, and you're at a high point. You've got a great vista around you. You look back and you can see across the span of the lake you've just moved, you travelled across. You can see ranges in the distance, and as you look around in front of you, you have this amazing view. The land seems to split, maybe about an hour's walk away from where you would exit the ravine you're walking through, or the path you're walking through. There what seems to be this massive kind of body of water, this point of water, and from this vantage point, there's this giant waterfall. Water is cascading out from a cliff face that is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of meters in the air, and just kind of crashing off of various rocks and just pounding into this large pool, which must be itself hundreds of meters across. And then that kind of makes its way to a point. The land, like I said, splits. There are two pathways, one to the right, one to the left, both going on for a fair distance. Can you at the top here please all make another perception check to see what you can see?
15.
17.
Yeah, it's a great view.
24. I'll be rolling like a demon today.
3.
Vertigo,
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with it. I'm feeling a bit wobbly, guys.
Oh, I make sure that she doesn't fall off.
No,
Don't fall off!
you two got what?
17.
And you were up there, weren't you?
Friends.
I 15.
15. So, probably a wee way down the right-hand side of this body of water, you can see a number of what look like moored vessels. They're very small, but there's definitely something there and what looks like some sort of a structure. You would see this, Duncan, but you're kind of caught on this with a 24. You're caught on this site of this rock formation off in the distance, again on the right-hand side of what looks like two things. This is almost like an archway, but it's incomplete. There's a large portion of it missing in the centre. And where the rock once was joined and has maybe broken away, there is areas missing, and it looks like two very kind of abstract creatures that are kind of jumping towards each other. It's at a very strange angle. You can only just see it. It's almost like you would have to look at it from the side to get a good view, and just looking straight on from the bottom of the valley, you think that it would almost be, it's dangerous, you're thinking, but if you hadn't have come up here, you don't think you would have been able to see that rock formation.
And that's,
it would have been
that's
a
on the
complete-
right, is it?
And that's on the right, but you would have been at a complete guess as to which direction to take.
Oh. So, I'm not really big into the abstract art normally, but if you look at those stones over there, I think they look a bit like the horses that they mentioned.
Maybe if I squint a bit and turn my head to the side.
Well, I think you have to do that with abstract art anyway,
Yeah.
don't you? But I think that's to the right is probably where we need to go.
Well, good eye, Duncan, because you know rocks.
I do know rocks, yeah. What about them boats, though? Do you think we should go and like investigate them first, or do you think they're like?
How
'Cause-
far do you think?
Don't we have to get a package from a crack in the wall?
Oh no, we got to give a package to Messan, haven't we?
Oh, I knew there was
I
something.
can't remember where he was though.
Yeah, so that was the Hamlet thing.
I wonder if that's the place where the those
Yeah.
boats are. Perhaps that's where we have to go to give the package to.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Okay, so we know we
They're
need to go
near
to the
the
right.
temple.
Yeah.
Near the temple, was it?
Look, we took notes.
Okay.
Proud right now.
Yeah. I can't read mine though.
Yeah, they don't make sense, but we took them. Yeah.
Okay, should we? So do we head to the right, or should we go and investigate that like little village?
Yeah,
type
we go
thing?
to a little village and say.
Okay.
But what these guys saw is also on the right.
Oh, let's go that way then.
yes.
So everything from up here suggests that is a way that you might want to be going.
To the pub.
Going down
Let's go that
sounds
way.
good.
Oh, there's a pub down there. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going down sounds good.
Okay.
So
Backtrack. You make your way down the side, taking care on the loose rock and shingle, and join the path where you left it to go up to the peak, and then make your way forward across the land. It's about 2 hours of kind of crossing this open land. As you reach the point where that kind of body of water starts, it's very obvious. There are tall grasses, and you can see swarms of insects kind of moving around. It looks like a softer earth, or kind of more of a marshy area, just maybe surrounding the body of water, maybe a kind of a 10-15 foot kind of space between like hard ground and the water's edge. Birds are standing there in very thin legs, just kind of standing on what looks like lumps of grass, occasionally pecking into the water. But you keep moving on. You come to what you thought was maybe a hamlet, but this actually just seems to be a number of boats that are moored or tied securely to a stake in the kind of the hard ground. And there is what looks like a very ramshackled kind of wooden building. Looks like some form of leather in areas. Inside it, as you look in, there are what looks like racks with thread strung across them, a number of fish tied to these threads. In kind of in an area where kind of air can go through and sunlight or kind of the light from here can kind of move in. There's a fire pit not far from where those fish lie, kind of cold charred remains. There is
Is it like a smokehouse, do we think?
an area, kind of along those lines, an area where fish is caught and looked after before being taken somewhere else. That's what you can see just without looking, without kind of making any effort.
Were there any people about?
No.
This boat seems to be a long way from water.
Oh, well, no, they're like 10 feet away from that kind of, this body of water here.
Oh.
So if you think the waterfall is right up here, and there's this
Okay.
large space of water.
Oh, I thought that was a piece of like
No,
mountain
no.
or something. Sorry.
So that body of water is what splits the kind of the green
okay,
land.
yep.
Let's go and investigate the boats and just have a
Yeah.
look, see if we can find anyone.
But the boats are like right there. If you're having a look around, roll
Yeah.
an investigation check.
I'll use my secret dwarven greeting. Hello, anyone here?
No comeback to that.
27.
Okay.
I'm having a very good nosy.
You are. There seems to be like some kind of sort of kind of fishing tackle and some kind of nets in the boat that don't seem to be as well tended as maybe what some of the ones in the hut look like. In that boat as well, you see a little like some blood as well, kind of drying, it just. A number of the boats seem to be well looked after, well secured. Everything's put away. One of them seems to be like it was left in a hurry. That's the only, other than the kind of the tools and so on in the fish working shed, the nets, the fish that are there. There doesn't seem to be anything really of any other interest in this area. It's kind of rough handmade daggers and so on out of stone and flint, and some out of kind of a dull metal, but really otherwise.
Can I make a CSI roll to see if I can like see the crime scene and work out what's gone on?
Yes.
Can
like,
you?
You know, like, can I see like where like a creature has like attacked stuff or broken bits of boat or something like that? where
Like
stuff has
detecting
been hit?
magic and beasts of some description.
What kind of check do you want to make?
Well, let me roll the dice and we'll see whether it's worth it. Oh, I got a 17, so I guess I don't know.
Insight?
It could be an insight.
Some
couldn't it?
insight. Yeah, looking
So that's
at
an 18 then. Yeah.
18. Could have gone down. Could have been worse. As you're looking around, you see Duncan taking an interest. There's blood on the side of the boat. It's too much for any number of fish, and the fish inside don't look like they've been cut at all. They've just been hooked. There is a splatter of blood across the gunnel of the boat and some on the outside, especially on the top, which hasn't been washed away. But yeah, it's kind of down one side, specifically the boat, and there's a good amount.
And anybody's floating in the water.
No, they're not. So you would think at a guess that something had been attacked in the boat, and from that, the fact that it's been left in a bit of a state, that there was a bit of a rush to get whoever was attacked somewhere else.
So we shouldn't trust this body of water either.
No.
We know that all water is evil.
Yeah, I've been saying that for ages. You were like, no, go in the river, Duncan, it's lovely. Right, let's carry on then, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Having already travelled for a large portion of the day, you continue to make your way, kind of follow. I mean, you're kind of clearly going in that direction, but how are you travelling?
Do we need to have a rest?
Well, I mean, you're not pushing the pace. I don't think you haven't said that you're running.
No.
You're not like Aragorn and Legolas and like just like hardtailing it after the hobbits.
It's like you don't even know us.
Should we maybe take a little bit of a breather here and just do
Have a snack.
yes and just walk the perimeter of this place, see if we can pick up any other tracks further out.
Could we borrow one of those boats to sail it, or would that not be a good idea?
Personally, I don't feel like going out on the water anytime soon.
Is it enough of being very
You're a bit of a
wet?
rubbish Viking, aren't you, really?
Yeah.
Should we just have a rest then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like have a little nap.
Yeah, so take a short rest.
Yeah.
A little
And
crab,
then,
a little
do,
sleep.
Okay.
Walk
Whilst you're having a
circles.
rest and you're having a walk around, can you make make an investigation check?
I'd rather make a perception check.
You can make a perception
yeah.
check.
Because I'm rubbish at so that's 20, not natural.
No. On your walk around, you kind of maybe go stand about 50 metres,
Yeah.
100 metres maybe from this point. There are clearly tracks going that way.
Yeah.
Maybe about 50, maybe 70, 80 metres from, or feet from the bank of the water, and then just following the water line,
All right.
going up toward the waterfall.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put a stick down or something to mark it and walk back to the others. And
Okay.
so I can put like, oh, there's some tracks over by that stick that goes further up.
No, perfect. So you kind of have a wee break.
Yeah.
Anything you want to discuss or do?
No.
A little comparison of the quality of this crab to crab we have had in other places.
Yeah. I think, it was good on quantity, but I didn't taste quite so good as like some crabs I've had before. What did you think, Dish?
Well, I don't usually like crab, but I'll make an exception this time, and because I zapped the bajinkas out of it, it's quite cheerful.
I got to say, Tish, have you had crabs?
No.
Crab, sorry.
No,
Not
no,
crab, yeah.
I don't think so. No, not to the best of mine. Oh, there was nearly that time with the Bannister boy.
I was going to say that,
We were going to get a seafood basket, but
That would have been splinters, wouldn't it?
yeah, no, it was well oiled. But we chose instead to go for a pie
Oh, okay, I've crab
and some
pie.
meat.
Crab pie.
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
does that
full
not work?
seafood pie.
It's all good, but you know how I am about bacon and beef.
Well, I think like we can go out on the water if you guys really want to, but I'm more thinking, but we're not prepared for the go Viking.
So we're hiking, not Viking, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right on.
As the hour passes, you get ready to go again, and Shoal takes you to the marker in the road.
So are we going to we're going to try and drop this stuff at the house first before we go to temple?
Or I think I don't think this is the place we're to drop it, are we? We've got to
No,
find
no.
somewhere else.
Yeah,
No,
so someone
but-
needs to sign for it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Express delivery.
Yes.
So we just keep wandering, I suppose.
Yeah.
You follow the
So-
tracks that Shoal fell.
Yeah.
Yes, because we need to check the
Because
waterfall.
there might be someone in trouble. Who knows?
Yeah.
You travel for about 4 hours, and it's starting to really lag on, and you're getting closer to the waterfall. And things that do kind of move into your vision is an area where a kind of a grey seems to take up the horizon. Another wall stretching across the end of what looks like the land of some sort. You keep trudging on, and then a small outlet or inlet of water runs from the large body of water where you are. Stakes in the ground seem to be strange wooden boards, almost like someone's directing water to another place. Up in the distance, following that route, wooden fences staked into the ground, strange kind of reeds woven together and spread across, or creating some form of fencing, flimsy but still keeping something called privacy out. Little domed thatched or reed thatched roofs peek over the top of the fence as the track, which is now quite worn, just moves up to an area where there's an opening, nothing standing there. You can see at least a dozen kind of these peaks hiding behind this strange fence line. Up in the distance past this, that kind of grey rock face now that's jutting out and moving, you see, or reaching up, a large crack opening in the face. Small, not quite sure, look like statues or some strange rock formation standing at the base of the crack in this wall front. And the path now veers towards that opening. A strange singing kind of carries on the air. Some wailing.
Oh.
And then the singing, which you just come into kind of hearing, just stops.
Like sad wailing.
Yeah, and a burst of kind of black smoke just kind of rises up. Something's been lit on fire. And then this kind of smoke flumes and just drifts off into the sky.
Do you think it's like a funeral pyre for whoever's in that boat?
Yeah, I think so.
What do you do?
I want to get closer.
Yeah, let's. So it's like an entry to a little village type place, is it?
That's correct, yeah. It looks like a small hamlet of some sorts. tucked away against a hard rock surface. The water that you saw being diverted away, making its way under the fence line. On the outsides, there's some kind of shrub, and as you get closer, it looks like some form of vegetation or vegetable, something that's being cultivated or grown in this particular area.
We might
and then
might need our manners just for a little bit.
Yes.
Let's very respectfully make our way into the hamlet. Shoal, try not to kill anything.
You do make your way into the hamlet, and
I don't kill anything really.
it's
Not when you're supposed to. No, a little pixie, just kill that. Great big
Only
orc.
when you're an eagle.
I just keep missing that.
As you walk into the entranceway, there are, like I said, these huts, these houses everywhere around you. There seems to be this small stream running through the kind of the small hamlet, and on the far side of the stream, there's a gathering of kind of 6 foot tall, what look like lizards walking on their hind legs, wearing strange armor. It kind of looks like bone or wooden kind of slats put together. But there looks like there's maybe, hazard a guess, maybe 30 of them.
Wow.
Young lizards as well as what look like older, fully grown. They're all standing around. Some are hugging each other around this kind of this pyre, where there is this what now is this engulfed figure burning, lying on top of it. A number of them are crying and sobbing. As you walk in, suddenly you hear this strange noise, this verbal kind of sound of hissing, something between that of a snake and a monkey or an ape trying to communicate, all rolled into one, as a number of them look over in your direction. And immediately kind of grab these spiked shields made up of turtle shells and start moving in your direction, crossing over a bridge. One of them pulls a club out.
I would like to take a knee and bow respectfully to them.
And as you do that, they just hold a second, and we will hold there.
No way! Wow!
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And don't forget to follow us on Kiwis and Dragons on Facebook and on Instagram. Tell your friends to listen. It's pretty cool. We're having fun.
Yeah, we're on
you on.
YouTube, got the website, and try and spread the word because, we're such brilliant people with our Octoboat. It'd be a shame if people missed out on that, I like to think.
Exactly.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night.